Good morning, students. So this is our chapter Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is a kingdom of consumer organisms having ingestive type of nutrition. It is the largest kingdom with over 1.2 million members. It has numerous having different types of form, structure, organization, complexity and development. The important groups respectively by the king are protozoans, sponges, coelenterate, worms, annelids, arthropods, mollusks, starfishes, fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. We will study about all these in this chapter in detail. The diversity fable of animal kingdom means a short moral story about mythical or supernatural beings or events that we will study in the coming slides. First of all, we'll study basic of classification. And there's grades of organization or levels of organization. First is cellular level. The body consists of many cells which are not organized tissues, though some division of labor may occur. It's of two types, cellular colony level. The cells are similar, for example, volvox and slime molds, etc., which we have studied in the previous chapter. Then is cellular aggregate level. The cells are of different types, for example, sponges. Then is tissue level of organization. The body is multicellular. The cells are organized into definite tissues, for example, gastrodermis and epidermis in coelentrates and stegophores. Then is organ level of organization. The body of multicellular animals have cells organized into tissues and tissues organized into organs. Platyhelminthes have a primitive organ level of organization. And then is organ system level. Here cells are grouped into tissues into organs, and organs into organ systems, each of which is connected with a specific function. Examples are annelid, arthropod. Organ has associated to form functional system with specific physiological function. Organ systems show variations from animal to animal. For example, digestive system in platyhelminth has only one opening, but others have two openings. Now, what does the symmetry mean? Symmetry is a repetition or similarity in arrangement of parts. The animals which don't have similarity in parts or arrangement of parts are called asymmetric. Animals having symmetry are called symmetrical or symmetric. Symmetry is of four types: spherical, radial, biradial, and bilateral. But we will study about mainly asymmetrical, radial symmetry, and bilateral symmetry. First of all, asymmetrical means no symmetry is present. For example, porifera, sponges. There is radial symmetry. Radial symmetry, the body is cylindrical or discoid with equivalent parts or antimeres being present around a common central axis. The body is divisible into two exactly equal halves which are mirror image of each other by any vertical plane passing through the central axis. इसको इस तरह से समझो कि जैसे एक टायर है उसको हम सेंटर में से सेंटर पॉइंट में से किसी भी लाइन से कट करें तो वो दो इक्वल पार्ट्स में कट हो जाए. That is radial symmetry. For example, coelentrates, echinoderms, etc. Then is bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry, the body is divisible into two equal halves by mixed parietal plane. The organs of the body are generally paired, for example, platyhelminthes, aschelminthes, annelids, arthropods, mollusks and quartz. अगर हम अपनी बॉडी को देखें, अगर हम ऊपर से नीचे तक अगर कट करें तो हमारा लेफ्ट पार्ट विल बी द मिरर इमेज ऑफ द राइट पार्ट. सो दिस विल बी bilateral symmetry. Now we'll study about embryonic layer arrangement. Germ layers or germinal layers are primary layers that differentiate in the embryo at the time of gastrulation. Animals have a minimum of two germinal layers and a maximum of three germinal layers. All the tissues or organs of the body develop from germinal layers. A germinal layer gives to same or similar organs throughout the animal kingdom. So there are diploblastic animals and triploblastic animals. Diploblastic animals, they are animals with two germinal layers, outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. A non-cellular mesoglea occurs in between the two, for example, coelenterata. And then is triploblastic animals. They are animals with three germinal layers: outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, and inner endoderm. For example, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and Chordata. So in this diagram, you can see three layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm, and coelom, coelomate, pseudocoelomate, and acoelomate. So what do you mean by coelom? Coelom is a cavity between body wall and gut wall by mesoderm. Presence or absence of cavity between the body wall and the gut wall is very important in classification. The body cavity which is lying by mesoderm is called coelom. So animals possessing coelom are called coelomates. For example, annelids, mollusks, arthropoda, echinoderms, hemichordates and chordates, etc. But in some animals, the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Instead, the mesoderm is present in scattered pouches in between the ectoderm and mesoderm. Such a body cavity is called pseudocoelom, and the animals possessing them are called pseudocoelomate. Example is Aschelminthes. And then the animals in which body cavity is absent, they are called acoelomate, means no body cavity is present. They are, for example, Platyhelminthes. Next is, what do you mean by segmentation? In some animals, body is externally and internally divided into segments with a serial repetition of at least some organs. For example, in earthworm, and the body shows its pattern, this pattern called metameric segmentation, and the phenomenon is called metamerism. And there is notochord. Notochord is a mesodermally derived, means it's derived from mesoderm, rod-like structure formed on the dorsal side during embryonic development in some animals. Animals with notochord are called chordates, and those animals which don't form the form this structure, they are called non-chordates. For example, Porifera to echinoderms, they are non-chordates.